2 years in a row. State semis to Bird. A couple years ago when Bird lost and they were state runners up. Then they also had, last year they lost in the quarterfinals to Bethel just like we did. So, and they've been on this journey a little bit longer than we've been on this journey, so you gotta understand, they gonna come out, they understand what it takes to be here, and they gonna win. It may be your first time here, but you better understand, you walk out here and you look to your left, on that table, there sits 2 trophies. There sits the runner-up, which is the silver-plated one, and there sits the champion, which is the gold one. And that gets the nets, and that gets the big tournament bracket board, and that gets all those things, that gets the ring. So now you're going to work for 32 minutes, punching in the clock. 32 minutes. And the money that you're trying to earn is the money in 32 minutes. Come up with as many points on the home side. And give up as less points as possible. So you're earning that win. Everybody understand? There's going to be some adversity. Cause them to go away. They're a good team. They're going to go on the run. They're going to go on the run. Be level field. Play hard, play hard. Don't let me tell you, right now, Tyree's going to come out with no soft. You got to go from the get-go, bro. You got to go from the get-go. Jordan don't come out with no soft. You got to go from the get-go. Same thing, 6, AJ don't come out. Pretty stuff. Ain't no time to be pretty right now. Right now, it's time to be a dog. It's time to be an old junkyard dog that's mean as a junkyard, mean as a snake in his later days. So that when that dog is in the plus 27 years, it's a junkyard dog. And you get older, that's there. Before you get peaceful when they're older, they get what? Mean. They become a whole lot more aggressive. The older they get a whole lot more aggressive. And then when they become out of that aggressive stage, and then in the peace, that's when you kind of know, hey, in dog years, it's about time to go. But you see that junkyard dog, this whole. You're in the later stages. This is the last one. Ain't nothing to lose. Everything to gain tonight. There's nothing to lose tonight. It's everything to gain. Everything seniors you wanted for 4 years. Everything you young guys want to prepare your career. Everything you dream about when you were little. It's here. You're going to step out there. It's here. You got football players and students that were already here. Waiting, sitting up close in front. Now you gotta make everybody else believe what you already know. Everybody understand? So let's go get it. Let's go get it.
You ready, Sean? Yeah. I got dreams of living lavish. In the kitchen whipping magic. I got dreams of living lavish. In the kitchen whipping magic. Bad habits.
We got London on the track.
I ain't asked now for nothing. I took the heart away. 12 put me over, coming with the dope. They took my heart away. Hard away, hard away, hard away. Jumping it hard away, jumping it hard away. In the skillet whipping magic, bad habits. Yeah, the money gotta have it. I used to dream of living lavish, now I'm living lavish. Buying phone with to see what's fastest. If I ain't eating, then I'm fasting. Yeah, fatty fuck bottle coupe, jerk to see if I can fit in. Yeah, it didn't work, so I nigga one of my.
He's our energy.
For real, yeah, what I did. Woke up the next day, went bought a Bentley. Oh, me and my kid.
Tyrese, leader.
Didn't know how to sell. I was giving that
AJ,
away. So fucked up, I had to borrow a play.
Sniper.
That took my heart away. But I've been through hard
6,
days.
Grit, gives us our toughness. Jason Nelson,
for nothing, I took the heart away.
Georgia.
12 put me over, coming with the dope. They took my heart away.
Put that all together, man. You form Voltron.
The culture for the Varina basketball team and staff has been a culture of family and a culture of brotherhood.
My favorite part about Varina High School basketball team is just the brotherhood that we make with each other, like we're family outside of the court as well as on the court.
We've been through some trials, we've been through some tribulations, but through it all, we've stuck together as a family, we've stuck together as brothers, and without having that family culture, the season could have been terrible, it could have been tragic.
I define Blue Devil basketball as just tough, gritty basketball. Everybody sees the threes and the flashy dunks that we do, but it all starts on the defensive end, locking people up, locking people down.
So Varina basketball culture, it means a lot to me. Like, it's loyalty, respect, brotherhood. Varina basketball culture, like the whole team's close. Coach Lacey taught us a lot of life lessons, man. As men, like just a brotherhood. To play Blue Devil basketball, like you gotta be a good man. You gotta be great to play Blue Devil basketball. Like, it's a lot of responsibility, a lot of action. You gotta take care of yourself in the classroom and on the court.
Varina has a series of practices over the week, often lasting hours after school. While sharing the gym with the girls' varsity, the team participates in a study hall while they wait. This gives players an opportunity to finish up homework and get any extra help if needed. This enables the players to be sharp not just physically, but mentally as well.
Every player wants playing time. Every player wants to be able to get off the bench, take that warm up top off, step onto the floor and contribute. So what we tell the guys is that in order for you to play in the games, you have to work hard in practice. You have to earn the trust of the coaches in practice. So the practice to us is way more important than anything else that we do.
So beginning of practice, we line up, shoot free throws, and then we'll meet up in the middle with Coach Lacey, and they'll talk about the keys for the day and the points of emphasis about like who we playing next.
What we ready to go through in practice, a quick walkthrough of what the team we ready to face, what they like to do on offense. Then we warm up, get a little stretch.
Then we'll do position-specific drills.
Then as soon as the stretch up, we get after it, we compete, we push each other to go harder, we teach each other, like we the coaches, because we all want one goal, and that's to win the championship.
Oh man, practicing with Coach Lacey, man. These guys are getting a college type experience. They have film session. You have to be on the court with your jersey and stuff tucked in, and your preparation is definitely already laid out for you. And the guys know that practice is going to be intense and it's going to be fulfilling. They're going to learn and they're going to work hard.
From day one, Coach Lacey has done a great job of instilling into all of the coaching staff and all of the players the belief that we were and are a great team.
I don't think any high schools around here prepare the way we prepare for each practice and each game, making sure that we know the other team's strengths and weaknesses.
And then we practice from 6 to 8, all out, all in. Our seniors, we realized that every game could be our last game, so we tried to push it and make it an emphasis for the underclassmen to play every game like it was their last.
Right now, police are deciding whether charges should be filed after a brawl put a school on lockdown.
We believe that there were some incidents from the community over the weekend that kind of manifested themselves into a fight that we saw this morning.
Varina, we always got a lot of doubters. Go against what everybody else says and just play our game.
It is my opinion that the lack of respect and the disbelief came from outside of the program, from day one.
Well, we address it by not saying anything. We address it by knowing who we are as a team, and we address it by knowing who we are as a staff. So whatever we say inside of our locker room is really the only thing that matters. You're going to have naysayers, you're going to have people that's going to doubt you everywhere you go. But we understand that inside of our locker room inside of our family, inside of our brotherhood is all that matters.
What you do is work on your strengths. Work on what has got you from one game to the next. 22 winning game streak speaks volume. So you really don't have to kind of talk about it. You really just have to show and prove. And I think that's what Coach Lacey is about. He's not a guy of big words, but he's a guy of preparation and dedication, which spills over to the team.
We weren't really too worried about that. We just played our game, played the way Coach wanted us to play.
We've had to experience a number of situations where people just did not believe, or people outside of the program did not believe, where people put up hurdles for us to get beyond. And when you are attempting to reach a goal, or you're on a journey attempting to reach a particular goal, I guess you run into those types of things, and this team has been no different.
We just use it as motivation to people that didn't believe in us, because we knew what we had. We knew how we did over the summer. We knew if we came together as a team, we could actually get a lot of wins and be one of the top teams in the area, and I feel like we accomplished that.
Varina is no newcomer to this type of pressure. Stereotyping in the community often labels it as a school that doesn't have anything good going for it. Often portrayed in the media with negative press, this is why students and staff created the phrase, "This is Varina." For them, the true meaning of that statement revolves around the school's heart, integrity, and pride. When the media and even the community at times is against you, all you can do is prove them wrong. And that's exactly what Varina did.
Okay, it's rap pack to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah.
Varina was pushing past every competitor as if they had already played them prior to.
That's real, too real. Tell me how you feel. I'm too good for my own good. I won't leak the album, I let it spill. Number 1, I bet it will. Do the numbers, I said it will. I played the game and I'm still the same, and I never change just to get a dip. I'm ballin', ballin'. I came from nothing to something like it's nothing. Yeah, you know I done it. That is no discussion. Bitch, I'm ballin', ballin'. I made a promise to my mama. I'ma turn these
1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Varina was undefeated despite little attention.
Going places they never go. It ain't all about the money, but I stack it cause you never know. I'ma live life till I overdose. While they sleeping on me, that's comatose. I went mainstream with my main team. You just mad you ain't come close. And your next girl is my ex-girl. She fine as hell, but she a mess, girl. All I do is rhyme, I got no time, so I can't reply to your test, girl. I'm back again and I run it. Always gotta keep it 100. All of y'all know y'all want it. Turn it up and get blunted. I'm like, f the money, the fame. I came here to f up the game, gon' get it. I'm feeling myself, fresh to death. I'm killing myself, I'm gone. We burning it up.
The team was off to an amazing start, winning game after game with ease. They seemingly could not be stopped until they ran into the number 1 team in the state at that time, Trinity Episcopal.
The Trinity game was very, very tough. It stung a little bit because we had a benefit game with them earlier. Then we also played them in the championship game of last year's Richmond Times Dispatch Tournament championship game. So we really wanted to get that win and get that victory against Trinity Episcopal, knowing that they're one of the best teams in the area. It stung a little bit. We realized where we made our mistakes. We realized how, we were very, very close. We knew we were right there, but at the same time, we can't take any more victories. We gotta go back to work, put on our hard hat the next day, and get ready for the rest of the season.
Well, it was like a plane ride, honestly, man. You're excited to get on the plane before the game. You're on the plane, you're soaring, you take off, you know it's going to be a great flight, and then all of a sudden you hit a little turbulence. Turbulence is the price you pay for flying high. And I believe that was so key. That was a detrimental loss to us, but also it was a big gem in developing our season.
He's a great player, ODU commit. athletic, want plays to win. Can, go get it, scores with will. Hard player to play against. Henry, he's a dog. Yeah, go get it, do anything you gotta do to win. So we had to prove ourselves for the fight. Cause we was the underdogs. They thought we was gonna lose by 20. So, had to come and fight.
We shot ourselves in the foot with the free throws, missed layups, turnovers. We just knew we had to work on those things in order to become a championship caliber team.
Devastating, We won't gonna let that happen again.
We practiced hard prior to that Trinity game. We worked hard during that Trinity game, and we fell a little short in that Trinity game. And we knew that, and know that Trinity is a very, very, very good basketball team. They are a well-coached basketball team. And we know that we are a very good basketball team and that we are a very well-coached basketball team. We competed, we played hard, and that's all you can ask. But if you teach kids to compete and play as hard as they can play and work as hard as they can work, sometimes you're going to come up short. So that was a lesson for us to go back into the gym and continue to work hard and continue to attempt to grow. And it was a lesson for the coaches that we got to keep working.
I mean, the Trinity game was a pretty big experience for us. We were very pumped up to play against them because they one of the best teams in the state and they had one of the best big men in the state, and Armando Baycott. So we just tried to get pumped up for the game. During the game, we came out. I mean, we played as hard as we could, but we just came up short. But I mean, after that game, I think that game was like the turning point of our season. It humbled us, and it made us work hard. After that game, we worked hard ever since, and season turned around.
The loss against Trinity was something Varina would not forget. Letting the title slip through their hands hurt. To be a champion, you have to see the big picture. It's not just about winning and losing. It's about thriving every day, working hard and facing challenges. It's the ability to be able to embrace pain that may help you in the moment and push you to the end of the race. After the loss, Varina had one job, and it was to turn that pain and discomfort into fuel to push them further into the season. And that is exactly what they did.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck. It's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got that. Get in the taking. I'm in the having. I ain't in the making love. So come give me a hug. Get in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got that. Get in the taking.
Varina was playing amazing team ball with players like Jordan Hernandez, Simon Pinchback, Charles Tartt, Kennard Richardson, all making major contributions. They also were getting amazing firepower from their two freshmen, A.J. Williams and Jason Nelson.
Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up here. Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, to tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke.
Wins 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20, game after game, beating teams by 20 and 30 points. The Varina Blue Devils could not be stopped.
I'm in the making love, so come give me a hug. Get in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got that. Get in the taking. I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making love, so come give me a hug. Get in the getting rough. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, I done came on and I ain't changed. And you should love it way more than you.
Varina was off to the races, qualifying for the regional championship and not looking back.
Trying to pull me back, right?
The sports tide in the East End had changed. Over the course of the last 3 years, the Highland Springs Springers have won not just 1 or 2 state championships in football, but 3. Varina was desperate to even the score with a win on the hardwood to show they had just as much firepower.
As far as winning is concerned, everything starts with Coach Andrew Lacey. Winning is more than just coming in the gym 2.5 hours a day and working. We don't know anything other than that. So it's a part of the Varina High School basketball culture now to win.
Highland Springs games are always going to be tough. I don't care if we play 10 times. Those games are always going to be tough because it's such a big rivalry. But we tell our guys, look, it's a brand new game. It's a brand new quarter. It's a brand new half. So erase the past. And we have to make sure we dominate and we work hard right now in the present during that particular game.
We knew every single time it was going to be it was going to be tough. They knew what we do and we know what they do, so it was just about the talent that had to come.
We had one practice between the Douglas Freeman game and the Highland Springs game. And I would have to say that practice was probably the absolute toughest practice, most intense practice that we have had all year. But all in all, when we left out of the gym that night, we were one in mind and one in spirit and prepared and focused on what the task was at hand.
You wanna know just where I'm at? Well, let me
Varina versus Highland Springs, a game long anticipated for the community, would decide the regional championship.
Let me tell you about it. Man, f them zirkins, I come back. Hey, let me tell you about it. I wanna tell you about it. Heads up, everybody run. Cole outside and he say he got a gun. Ziggins like, man, that's what everybody said. Go and pop the trunk and everybody dead. Everybody scared of the nigga, aware that the nigga is better. All my bitches pick of the litter, never bitter. Ziggins is fake the anime. Me, I never hate get cake like anime. Whoa, eat the cake, eat the damn cake. Good, eat the man great. Or the domino that she take off all her clothes. You know how I go, made the piece of man wait. The best kept secret, even hoes try to keep it, then I leak the damn tape. Rest in peace, and ain't no more beef. Secret server couldn't keep the man safe.
I said to the window, to the wall, my ride when I call. Got bitches all in my mind. You can black in my shine. I know the reason you feel the way. I know just who you want to be. So every day I think the man.
Though being down early, a strong double-digit point production by Tyrese Jenkins and Kennard Richardson helped the Blue Devils top the Springers.
Them zirkins, I come home and I don't tell nobody. They getting temporary dough and I don't tell nobody. Lord, will you tell me if I changed? I won't tell nobody. I wanna go back to Jermaine and I don't tell nobody. This is the part that the thugs skip.
The journey wasn't yet over for the Varina High School boys basketball team, though it was a small step toward their goal. Winning the regional title was important, but it was not their ultimate goal. Varina had 3 games until the state championship. They were already equipped with the hunger, the drive, and the dedication. All they had to do was use those tools to make it through the last stretch of the season. The next game found the Blue Devils playing against a Hampton Crabber team, a team the Blue Devils had not played previously. The game found Varina up early, big, but the Crabbers, a scrappy team, mounted a comeback.
Can't walk without him, can't talk without him, can't breathe without him, came here together, you can't leave without him. So you walk back in, make a scene about him on your A-Marie. It's just one thing about him, it's called love. Don't sing about it no more. Don't nobody sing about it no more. No more. It's called love. Don't sing about it no more. Don't nobody sing about it no more. Don't sing about it. But they're in the club singing.
To the window, to the wall, my ride when I call. Got bitches all in my mind. You can black in my shine. I know the reason you feel the way. I know just who you want to be. So every day I think the man upstairs.
After back and forth play in the fourth quarter, the Blue Devils found themselves victorious after a game-winning basket from Tyrese Jenkins that helped punch their ticket into the next round.
The baby mamas and the mistresses. This song, yeah. Song, yeah.
The seniors and the coaches did a good job of getting the guys ready for the game. Because that was a game, like, we realized, like, we're really 32 minutes away from playing for a state championship. Like, ever since November, October, well, August basically, I'll say. Like, when the season actually started, everybody was ready, like, to play for a state championship. That was the main goal of the season. And that game, the Highland Springs semifinal game, was a game we realized that we were 32 minutes away from playing for a state championship.
We are very confident because we know that we have fully prepared for what we are facing.
You know, it's do or die. If we lose, it's a wrap. You know, this great season will be done without us reaching our goal.
Old ways, new women, gotta keep a balance.
Varina had one final battle before the state championship game, and it was against none other than the Springers of Highland Springs.
To the people that think that I owe you, payback's a and you know that. Y'all getting too old for this. Please don't think nobody notices. I've been up for way too many days. Y'all sleep enough for me anyway. Y'all don't be doing anyway. Y'all are not true to this anyway. OVO, East End, reps up. We might just get hit with Dorico. Everyone home for the summer, so let's not do nothing illegal. I gon' make 50 million and I give some millions to my people. They gon' go Tony Montana and cop them some Shaq at the free throws, but they're from the Wave fam.
The game was back and forth, nobody giving an inch. Shot after shot falling for both teams. Basket after basket. Momentum switching between both teams throughout the game. No one giving an inch. After halftime, the Blue Devils came back playing the game they played all season, sharing the ball amongst each other.
For my teachers that said I won't make it here, I spent a day what you make a year. I had to drop this to make it clear that I got it like Jamaican here. All these poppin', wildin' violence, why we even gotta take it here? Why we even gotta play these games? Run up on me, catch a face, you there. The Chasers, what you thought? I come through my block like Enrico. Poppin' the Willie, no squilly, can talk to the cop, that's illegal. I was like more rich water, no double crossing on my peoples. I take an M to the table and split it with my equal. I'm back on that hood. Yeah, that what you would. I'm talking that cross you, that fed you for quarter like Jordan. We back on that board. We came up from nothing, we started on lists most wanted, but now it's the Forbes list. We really was doing. I can hear echoes from feds on this beat from informants. I think they recorded. Listen, you hear that? We might just get hit with Dorico. We might just get hit with Dorico.
Varina had done it. They had earned their state championship berth. Varina had won another battle, but the war wasn't quite won yet. They had trained all year, practiced all year, hard battle after hard battle, all leading up to the Siegel Center. One final game. This final game was very different from every other game. For the first time, the Varina High School boys basketball team was playing for the state championship. This game meant everything. This game could decide the fate of not just this season, but the program and its reputation for the future. This battle was about more than just the Kings of the East End. Now they were playing to see who the best Class 5 team was in the state.
So, our last practice, day before the state championship game, Coach Lacey let us seniors, or the seniors who've been in the program for 4 years, talk. And I basically just told everybody the truth about how I feel about the program. I thanked everybody for allowing me to be their teammate. And I just told everybody, let's go out there and win it. Like, we're one game away. Us seniors, like, we've been working very hard for this. Like, 4 years, me, Six, Jason, we've been playing together. KJ as well, we've been playing together. And our main goal was to get a state championship to Varina. So we just told the underclassmen, do it for us. Because they, I'm pretty sure they know how hard we worked and how hard we wanted it. So it was just basically motivation. And I feel like they got the guys up and ready for the state championship.
Excited, a little nervous, but we was ready. We knew we weren't gonna lose because the seniors, had a little talk with us. They said they want this, so we had to do it for the seniors.
It starts, school is over. Kids come in, try to gather their things that they need for the game. We do a quick walkthrough, to try to mentally prepare for the game. We talk a little bit, then, we get on the bus. We tell the guys, hey, wear your headphones, get focused on the ride over. We try to limit the talking on the way over, so that way they can just focus and lock in on what it is they have to do for the next 32 minutes.
We made it. We hadn't lost in 2018. We're coming off of a 21-game winning streak. To beat a strong Holland Springs team 5 times is an impeccable feat in itself. So coming into the game, you got nerves, you got excitement. We're starting 2 freshmen. We don't really know a lot about this team from Arlington. We know that they are just as matched up as well as we are. So, one thing the coaches stayed up late and talking through group messaging, and we all agreed that the game had to be played.
The move forward is just determination. We know we don't want to lose. We know we want to become a champion. We want higher than just a regional championship. We want a state championship. We want that ring because we've seen teams like Holland Springs and the LC Birds get a ring, and we want to just put our name in that category of state champion.
It had already been a banner year for the Blue Devils guys basketball team. They won the regional tournament for the first time in school history. Varina had over 20 wins on the season and 2 victories in states already. So why not just go win the whole thing? Standing in their way was Wakefield, a deliberate but talented team that showed the Blue Devils that if they wanted to win the hardware, they would have to earn it.
Two years in a row. State semis to Bird a couple years ago when Bird lost and they were state runners up. Then they also had, last year they lost in the quarterfinals to Bethel just like we did. So, and they've been on this journey a little bit longer than we've been on this journey, so you gotta understand, they gonna come out and they understand what it takes to be here and they gonna win. It may be your first time here, but you gotta understand, you walk out here and you look to your left on that table, there sits 2 trophies. There sits the runner-up, which is the silver-plated one. And there sits the champion, which is the gold one. And that gets the nets, and that gets the big tournament bracket board, and that gets all those things, that gets the ring. So now you're going to work for 32 minutes, punching the clock. 32 minutes. And the money that you're trying to earn is the money in 32 minutes. Come up with as many points on the home side. You give up as less points as possible, so you're earning that ring. Everybody understand? There's gonna be some adversity. Cause them go away. They're a good team. They gonna go on a run. We're gonna go on a run. Team level, kill, play hard. This is the last one. Ain't nothing to lose. Everything to gain tonight. There's nothing to lose tonight. It's everything to gain. Everything seniors you wanted for 4 years. Everything you young guys want to prepare your career. Everything you dream about when you were little. It's here. You're gonna step out there, it's here. Now you gotta make everybody else believe what you already know. Everybody understand? So let's go get it. Let's go get it.
So halftime, we were down. I just tried to keep the guys positive, but the main man who was encouraging, the main voice you hear in the locker room was Tyrese Jenkins. Like him as a junior, he's a leader as well. He stepped up and he told everybody, just keep pushing, it's gonna be okay. And that really pushed the guys to do better in the second half.
Halftime, I was nervous. Some of us was nervous. Some of us was like, we gotta pick our head up and stuff. You know, don't let the first half, determine how we finish the game and all that. So,
Well, for me personally, I'm the energy guy for the team. I let those guys know that this time won't come back around. This moment can't be won again. And the second half was ours to take. I let them know that we practiced too hard. We spent too many hours to let a team out play us and out hustle us and out muscle us. And I told them that they were better than what they were given in the first half. I told them let's limit some mistakes and let's make a run.
You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown. Even with an army of people, you ain't gonna take us down. You can aim your evil right at us. You can drop your bombs on the ground. Even if your stare makes me nervous, you ain't gonna take us down. There'll be no need for crying if darkness fills the skies. We'll go on forever like the phoenix. We will rise up from the ashes. This world is ours tonight. We'll go on forever like the phoenix. We will rise. We will rise. You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown. Even with an army of people, you ain't gonna take us down. You can aim your evil right at us. You can drop your bombs on the ground. Even if your stare makes me nervous, you ain't gonna take us down. There'll be no need for crying if darkness fills the skies. We'll go on forever like the phoenix. We will rise up from the ashes. This world is ours tonight. We'll go on forever like the phoenix. We will rise. We will rise.
Varina had done it. Every practice, every game, every hour of play, every motivating speech from the coach, the ups and the downs, it was all worth it. They had won the state championship, the first boys basketball team to do it in Varina High School history. Players were ecstatic. Emotions were running high. Tears of joy. Players hugging each other. Parents, student body, all filled with electricity.
This is my canvas. I'ma paint it how I want it. Cause there is no right or wrong, only a song. I like to write alone, be in my zone. Think back to Forest Hills, no perfect home, but the only thing like home I've ever known, until they snatched it from my mama and foreclosed her on a loan. I'm so sorry that I left you there to deal with that alone. I was up in New York City chasing pennies, getting down. Had no clue what you was going through. How could you be so strong? And how could I be so selfish? I know
no one wanted to leave the Seagull Center. It was filled with a feeling that they had never felt before. Coaches thinking about all of the planning sessions, players thinking about all of the sprints they had to run. It had all culminated to this event, a Class 5A state championship win.
I love you, mama. I keep my head high. I got my wings to carry me. I don't know freedom. I want my dreams to rescue me. I keep my faith strong. I ask the Lord to follow me. I've been unfaithful. I don't know why you call on me.
Who would have thought at the beginning of the season, with all of the doubt, with all of the pessimism, that these players would end up hoisting a championship?
But all in all, guys, this is the thing that I want you to take from this. One fold. Even don't let anybody tell you anything different about what you can achieve. The biggest thing that I took from here, everybody asks how'd you do it and what did you do it and all those things. Here's what I appreciate, Tyrese being the first one, 6. Because when 6 came, Armando, it worked out too. And Armando left. Tyrese was the next one to come through. Tyrese chose to what? He chose to stay. He believed 6 stayed. Tyrese believed enough in Varina when Varina was nothing, and he stayed. So when people say, hey, you can't win at Varina, tuned it out. He stayed. Then Kennard came. Thought we were getting AJ and Nelson a year earlier, but they reclassed and they came back. So understand it, regardless of what people say, Varina has a lot of good. You can win. Because let me tell you something this. I want you to count the state champions, public or private. And the ones that most of you, when you leave and you walk out this room, I know your phones are going to blow up to get you to transfer. But let me tell you this. Benedictine can't say nothing about Varina because we won more games this year than they did twice in the same year. You double them up. And you won a state title. You fought hard at Trinity. You're state champion with Trinity. So where you going to go? Your goal should be here is to enjoy this for the week. Be proud. Post it on social media. You know it. Post it everywhere. Now you can come out. Now you can come out and you can post it on social media and you can be proud. We're going to take some time off and understand when we come back, what is the goal next? Back.
Continue to do that as men. Always make the decision where you can sacrifice for your family. Sacrifice whoever is around you that loves you and wants to be there for you. But y'all did something great. You did something special this year because you sacrificed. Because you sacrificed, man. We, the coaching staff, we did the same thing. We sacrificed, man.
6 a.m.
We sacrificed. Y'all saw me from the beginning standing, sitting here. But it didn't matter to me because I had to be here for y'all. Because we sacrificed for each other. I love y'all, man. Great year. Y'all worked y'all behinds off. Y'all deserve it. Great job. Great job.
We've been through it all. We had some close calls, but never would fall. We climbed all the mountains, walked through all the valleys, and you never left me behind. I found my way through the clouds. No more running scared, closing my eyes. Oh, I will be true. This love from my heart. I'm laying my life on the line. I will survive as long as it's still by my side. I will survive as long as it's still by my side. I'm strong, 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 what we made it, and we got a wandering how. You were always for me, never been the one to hurt me. You gave me peace, don't found my way through the clouds. No more running scared, closing my eyes. Oh, I will be true. This love from my heart. I'm laying my life on the line. I will survive as long as it's still by my side. I will survive.
Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2.